Okay, the so-called cancel culture can have its effects in the public sphere. But one Halloween costume is getting banned by schools before kids even have the chance to wear it.
Halloween. Love it or hate it, it's the one night a year kids and their parents can have a little fun together. Well, last year, the #1 Halloween costume was Dr. Fauci, the patron saint of coronavirus. You even had baby Faucis. So what's the #1 costume this year? Squid Game. Costumes are flying off the shelves, but some schools are banning the costume. Why? Well, as one principal wrote, it would be inappropriate for any student to wear to school a Halloween costume from this show because of the potential violent messages. Now, we all know that many costumes have been banned in the recent past, like cowboys, because of their devilish ways of gunslinging and killing of another banned costume, Indians. And let's not forget, you can't go as Aladdin, Jasmine, and dress your kid up as a boo because that could be offensive, especially if you darken your skin for the costume, as we learned from the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau.
Discuss the discrepancy in costumes. We bring in comedian Kvon, because, I mean, who does this issue actually upset?
That is a great question. I think that it's basically the people on the radical left do not want anyone to have fun. They started with Christmas. They worked their way to Thanksgiving. There's always some kid at your Thanksgiving table that's like, you know, Thanksgiving was started by killing people. And you have to just sit there and like, can you just pass the gravy, Brad? It's unbelievable. Now Halloween's on the chopping block.
Well, and that's the thing. It's they're over and over. It's the same people. It's the same, but yet they continue to actually dominate. As you said, there's a whole school system in New York that's actually canceling this costume. And if they get to have the parties themselves. You know, in the past, we've actually been very concerned about being politically correct. Last year, even had to be careful about the police. This year, it's violence is the key, violence. But why are some being okay and not the others? Considering this is actually a very violent holiday. Every major costume out there has something to do with violence.
Well, you're right. It's skeletons, it's werewolves, vampires. They have all had some sort of violent tinge to them. But they pick who's not allowed. Now, I'm a little different. I think at school, if they want to ban it, that's one thing. And then when you're partying with your friends on the weekends, that's another. But the kids have to be creative. They're not going to let you do Squid Game. That's the newest one that's hit the radar. I came up with a few ideas if you want to hear them.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to ask you. What is appropriate? I would love to know, besides being like, what, a paperclip, a stapler? Or I'm sure that would offend somebody.
Well, that's
somewhere.
what they say, be a letter of the alphabet or a number, something that, but you know, some number's going to offend some kid. So what I've decided is, kids, you got to be like Bart Simpson. You have to be a bad kid, but not everyone knows what you're up to. Okay. So combo costumes are hot. I'm thinking Joe Biden as a brain surgeon. That's scary, okay?
Yes, I see what you're saying, and I like the fusion idea. But then that might be that could be insulting to both sides as well, politicians and doctors. Someone can be offended by everything, you know, at this point. How about you just go live your life?
Well, the key is that Squid Game is on their radar, but these aren't. Dr. Fauci as a dog walker. Boom. You're.
Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. What are you doing?
That's how I roll.
Boom, you're
okay,
in,
on that,
right?
We just have to end on that one. That's the scariest you can be. It's great to talk to you, Kvon. Thanks for joining me. And that's all the time we have for the show today. Thanks for watching.